Can an almost $400 fragrance be considered the redheaded stepchild of a fragrance line? Well, today we're going to find out. From YSL, we have 37 Rue de Bellechasse. Now, this is part of the Vestiaire Les Parfums line, and if the packaging looks familiar, it's probably because of this fragrance right here, number 6. The hype beast that's been all over social media, super popular. In fact, it's so popular that Cologne even made his own version of this. There's actually 2 other fragrances in this line. There's 24 and there's 37. 37 is described as an oud and elemi fragrance, as you can see right on the label. In full disclosure, I am not an oud fan really at all. I like clean and fresh stuff, and number 6 is probably as about as out there as I'm ever going to get. But I found a good price on this, and ultimately I'd kind of like to complete the collection. Now, the note breakdown on this is really, really simple. It's orris root, incense, oud, musk, and benzoin. And oddly enough, even though it says elemi on the label, there's no elemi mentioned in the note breakdown. We're going to get a whiff, and we're going to see if there's reason why nobody talks about this one. So overall, really nice, classy packaging. The bottle is exactly like the others. It's sleek, it's elegant. Overall, simple but classy. It's definitely woody, resinous, smoky. And overall, yeah, it's pretty nice. Now, I'm obviously not a fan of oud at all, but as far as the oud in here, this is not a barnyard oud. It's not animalic. This is a pretty easygoing, kind of like Western style oud. And honestly, for comparison's sake, I'd say it kind of reminds me of something like Outlands minus the sweetness and the spiciness, which, you know, for a lot of people would be one of the few reasons to like Outlands. Altogether, I would say that this is a pretty nice fragrance, but it's only going to be for the right person in the right time in the right scenario. This is definitely not mass appealing. This is not even as mass appealing as number 6, which still isn't very mass appealing. I hate to say anything negative about this fragrance because it does smell pretty good, but this is probably not my scent profile. In fact, I knew that going into this, so it's still a little bit of a mystery why I picked it up. However, for certain people that kind of prefer this smoky, deep, resinous, masculine style of scent, I think this is something that overall you're probably going to enjoy. However, with the price tag on it, this is definitely a try before you buy type of scenario. I don't dislike this fragrance per se, but I can easily see why 6 gets so much hype and no one really seems to talk about 37 that much. 6 definitely has more of the mass appeal to it, while 37 is going to be for just certain people, certain scenarios. Now, I have sampled the other one. I've sampled 24, and it's a pretty nice, smooth sandalwood fragrance, but like oud, sandalwood is definitely not for everybody. So there's always 3 questions I like to ask myself when it comes to new fragrances, and that's, is it good? Do I like it? Will I wear it? And ultimately, yes, and maybe. This doesn't smell cheap or synthetic, and I wouldn't expect a fragrance with this type of price tag to come off with any weird kind of super amber type of a push to it. Now, I do like it, but I certainly don't love it. And as far as wearing it goes, probably on rare occasions. This really, for me, this was a pickup kind of to complete the collection because overall I got a really good deal on it. But always remember, I'm just a guy on the internet. If this sounds like something you like, then obviously go get a decant or a sample somewhere. It may be for you. It's just not ultimately really for me. If I had to choose, I'm going to take number 6 all day long. This is not one I can just kind of openly, blindly recommend to really anyone. So as always, down below, let me know if you tried it. Let me know if you've got a favorite out of the Vestiaire line. And until next time, save money, smell better.